Hey everyone, do you also find yourself with the ChatGPT tab constantly open? For me, this is an immediate signal to look for an extension that can make my work more efficient. So I went ahead and tried the 16 most popular AI assistants the Chrome Web Store has to offer. And I found some amazing tools that I wish I knew about earlier. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 extensions I like the most. Let's begin with a very basic one. This extension is simply called ChatGPT. It is not an official extension by OpenAI as one might suspect, but it does have 700,000 users and a review score of 4.7. Now let's install it and see how it looks like. So we have an icon here that once you click it, a new window pops up with OpenAI's chat that we all know. If you choose not to sign in, you can immediately query ChatGPT 40 Mini. But if you do sign in, you can use ChatGPT as you normally would with your own plan. This is a very basic extension, and I guess its value is that you always have the chat one icon click away. One thing really annoyed me about it, and it's this pop-up asking for a rating every single time I click the icon. Okay, let's move on. The second extension is called WebChatGPT. It has 1 million users and a review score of 4.3. Let's install it and see how it looks like. Once we click the icon, a new tab opens chatgpt.com. What this extension does is basically taking over your ChatGPT and giving it web access with all kinds of ready-made prompts. If you log into your own account, you can use other models and not only ChatGPT 40 Mini. You can find the right prompt by category or by use case. Let's look into the SEO category, for example. We have a prompt here called One-Click SEO Diagnosis. Now that sounds interesting to me, so let's try it with one of my articles and see what it comes up with. So I'm gonna paste the URL of my blog post and run these prompts. Alright, so it gave me a few comments regarding the URL structure, the content quality and relevance, keyword usage, and meta tags. Okay, that can actually be very useful. Other prompt categories are marketing, applications, SaaS, social media, and so on. According to Chrome Stats review summary, it looks like some users had technical issues like connectivity issues and conflicting with other ChatGPT extensions. WebChatGPT is free to use, but if you have the OpenAI account, you can also use the premium models. Alright, the third extension is called Writeseed. It was published on November 2023 and has 1,000 users and average review of 4.1 stars. Let's install it and see how it works. We have a sticky icon here in the browser sidebar, and if we click it, we get a very clean and simple chat that is powered by ChatGPT. We can also call this chat not through the icon, but by clicking Alt-K or Command-K on Mac. But the true benefit of this extension is when you're writing an email. You can insert a prompt, followed by two plus signs, and then the extension will generate a text for you. Let's look at an example. Cool, right? That worked great for me on Gmail, but didn't really work on Reddit or on Google Doc, which is where I do most of my writing. The next extension I want to show you is called Merlin. It has 1 million users and an average review of 4.8 stars. Let's install it and see how it looks like. So after I click the icon, the first thing I need to do is sign in. Let's do it. Now I have this sidebar icon, and once I open it, I have a chat that I can use just like any other chat, but also I can use it to generate images, upload documents, and even review code. Let's try to generate an image with the following prompts. A dog laying on the floor in a WeWork. And we got this beautiful image generated that we can copy or save. But what's really cool to me about this extension is that it lets you ask questions within the context of the web page. Let's go on this Reddit thread with 400 comments asking what are you feeding your dog and why. Now let's go back to the chat and click chat with this web page. Let's try to ask which food was most recommended here and give us a short answer. Alright, now let's try and get some key points from this thread. This is cool, right? But do note that in order for the chat to consider all comments, you need to expand all the comments. This is because the chat can only examine the HTML visible on the page, so you have to expose all the HTML before you ask the question. One thing really annoyed me about the UI, and it's this button to go back for the main screen. I found myself looking for it more than once, and I think a different background color or maybe even a home button at the top might be very helpful. Now for the final extension of this video, I want to show you the most robust one and also my personal favorite, and it's an extension called Liner. Let's install it and see how it works. So to start using it, we will have to sign in, and then in the sidebar we have three new icons. Highlight this page, summarize this page, and Copilot. To test it, let's go on this random Amazon product page. And here is what we get if we click Highlights. We get a few bullet points with very useful information. Pretty cool. Now let's see how a summary looks like. And as expected, we're getting a summary with key points and the option to ask follow-up questions in the chat. Now if we click the Copilot icon, the extension will consume the content of the page, and now we're able to ask questions about this page. For example, let's ask, which dashcam would you recommend for best resolution? Short answer. And it recommended this one, which offers 4K resolution. Nice! Liner's interface also appears when you highlight text. Then you can translate it to a different language or ask a specific question about that text. For example, let's convert to centimeters. And that same interface also appears when you hover over images. Just for the example, let's hover this image and ask, how are the cameras connected? And here is the answer on the chat. If on certain sites you never want the extension to pop up, you can simply go on that site and click on the extension icon and simply opt out from all the functions you are not using. With the free version, you get about 20 Pro tokens to generate images and upload files, but you can only use the basic AI model. The Pro version, however, is $26 a month, and it lets you generate 300 images and choose between all possible AI models. Okay, to sum this video up, if you're looking for a quick and simple access to your own ChatGPT, simply go with the ChatGPT extension. If you find ready-made prompts helpful, then go with the WebChatGPT. If you mostly need help with writing tasks, especially writing emails, then you definitely should try Writeseed. And lastly, if you're in the market for a robust AI solution that can perform many diverse tasks and answer questions within the context of the web page, try installing either Merlin or Liner. Thank you for watching.